Today I'm going to show you how I did this makeup look inspired by Brianna Brizzy VS. Taking a white eyeliner pencil, I'm creating the map of where the color separations are going to be. We'll be linking all of the products used in the description, so if I don't say it, that's where they will be. Creating a spot on my forehead, under my eye, and on half of my mouth. Taking these face paints from ucanbe, I mixed together a shade of green I liked and used a blender to blend that out. I tried to make it more textured by using different colors and just made it splotchy. Using the lighter green as a concealer and then grabbing a dark green eyeshadow to fill my eyebrows. I jumped step to step, so bear with me. Then I used a setting powder and set my face. Now going back and forth with the black waterliner from the Lens X Glisten Cosmetics palette and my black e.l.f. eyeliner, I am tracing my eyebrows. Then I'm going back in with that green eyeshadow to fill the rest of the empty space in. Going back in with the same eyeliners and trying to create a somewhat even nose shape. It was not even and it was completely crooked, but we're working with it. Back in with the Lens palette, I'm taking this pink water activated liner and putting that in the empty spaces that we mapped out. Using a round brush really helped create the edges for this. Then I took a small eyeliner brush and mapped out the mouth area that I wanted pink and then filled that in. Now taking that small brush again, I am creating these triangle shapes the entire way around the mouth. This helps give it more dimension and shape. Back to jumping from step to step, I decided to go in with a dark green and do the outer part of my eyeshadow. This is the same green that is on my eyebrows. Then I'm taking a translucent setting powder and blending that out. Going back and forth with the Lens Black Water Activated Liner and my e.l.f. eyeliner, I am tracing the in-between area of the pink and the green underneath the eye, and then I took the eyeliner and created eye bags. I think the way I did these are my least favorite part of this makeup look besides the splotchy face. So yeah, maybe don't do exactly what I did if you are trying this tutorial. Mix it up a little bit. Now repeating the process of tracing with the black eyeliners in between the pink and the green, and then I'm using those eyeliners to create little squiggles and random circular and square shapes. This had no rhyme or reason to it, I just drew them because we wanted to give it some type of brain texture, and brains are kind of just goofy looking. Again, we are tracing in between the pink and the green, going around the mouth. For some reason, I had a hard time making these even, so you can definitely see the pink sticking out, but I did go back in and fix that. Jumping steps again. We are going in with this dark green and putting it in areas that you would put a contour, just to give the face some dimension. And then I'm going around where that black line was just put with that green to give that area some type of dimension as well. Doing the same thing around the nose. Taking this dark pink eyeshadow on a small brush, I am just drawing random lines around the edges of where I had the black lines in the brain. And jumping steps again. So sorry I did this. I decided to go and draw on some of the teeth. They are not even, but I feel like most teeth are not perfectly even. I did have to go over these 2 or 3 times for the white to actually pop against the pink. Taking that black e.l.f. liner, going along those contouring areas, I am drawing little green lines just to help add a little bit more dimension. They had no rhyme or reason, again, they were just kind of placed wherever. I noticed the photo had this little area above the teeth that I missed, so I went in and did that, repeating all of the steps. To finish off the eyes, I went in and put a shimmer on the eyelids and blended that in with the dark green. On the eye that didn't have anything underneath it, I used black for the tight line and the waterline, and then blended it out with a black eyeshadow. On the eye that had pink, I decided to go in with a pink on the waterline and blended that out with that dark pink shadow we used. Then did some mascara. I wanted to finish it up before I put lashes on, so going in with that white from the Lens palette, I drew random lines to give it a little bit of a highlight around all of the areas that we had just carved out with the black, plus added a few highlights in the brain. Now, I did that white way too thick, so I went back in with the black eyeliner and fixed some of those areas. Finally did the shading on the dark pink under the eyes to match the brain. Got some Kiss Lash Glue and Amazon lashes and put those on. I didn't have a black lip pencil, so I did indeed use an eyeliner, and I made sure to connect the lining of my lips to the outer parts of the black tracing the pink area. And then I used a black lipstick to fill that all in. And then I wanted some pop, so I took the white and added a little bit of a highlight. Did some bottom mascara, and that was the completed look. Now, I've never been good at face paint, but this was my attempt at a pop art zombie type of look. If you have any tips or think I should retry this, let me know. I did have a lot of fun, but I definitely don't love the way it turned out. I don't even know if you'll see this video, but yeah, thanks for watching. Bye!